Detroit, and I'm here for the Obama for America campaign, and they are currently launching their Latinos for Obama in Detroit campaign. So hopefully I can get some good video for you guys so you can see what I'm doing today in Detroit, which I'm actually from Detroit. A lot of people don't know that. Hi everybody, it's Reagan Gomez. So I'm here at a restaurant called Beans and Cornbread. You know I like beans and cornbread, and I'm here. I'm going to speak at the a women's brunch for Women for Obama in Detroit. So.
It is my distinct pleasure to introduce our speaker, Reagan Gomez.
Hi guys. Thank you guys so much for having me. Kim, you're about to bring me to tears because a lot of people don't know that I am from Detroit. Both of my parents were born and raised in Detroit. My father went to Wayne State, Michigan State. My parents actually met in elementary school in Detroit. And like you said, my mother was a pioneer in the city. And with a legacy like that, how can I not be here supporting our President, Barack Obama? Just a little story. Like I said, I am from Detroit, and my mother, Detroit has such a rich history, and my mother would tell me stories all the time about growing up in Detroit. She had ties to Motown and how it was so cool, and Detroit was like the city to be, and she had family who worked at the car industries, you know, and President Barack Obama he's really close to home. He hits close to home because I have family who worked at the car companies for 20 and 30 and 40 years. So when they started to fall, instead of listening to a lot of the other side who said Mitt Romney, who said let Detroit go bankrupt, our president knew that was not the way to go.
That's right.
And because of that, GM is now the #1 car company in the world.
That's right.
That's right. And I think it's actually funny that Mitt Romney is trying now to take credit for that. I don't know how that works.
Right.
But yes, I am from Detroit. I'm also a wife and mother. This is my husband, right? Don't make him blush. We have 2 small children. My daughter just turned 5 a week ago, and I have a 1-year-old son. And like you said, I mean, you just hit all the points. I don't want to, you know, keep saying exactly what you said, but to piggyback off of what you said, one of the most important things about the president's presidency is the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, like some people like to say. I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's Obamacare. Because of Obamacare, like Kim said, women have all these things now that are available to us that were not available before, from mammograms, from cancer screenings, contraception, pre-existing conditions. Like you said, giving birth is a pre-existing condition to a lot of people, which is crazy. Now our children, if our children are sick and have pre-existing conditions, they cannot be denied health care. And our children can also stay on our health care up until they're 26, which is amazing. I'm also a businesswoman, and like you said, Obama really set the tone for his presidency when the first bill he signed into law was the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act that said that if you are a woman and a man is getting paid more than you for the same job, you can go to court and fight. Mitt Romney has not even said if he would have signed that or if he would have supported that. So I think that says a lot about his character. I think now, this country, we're at a make-or-break moment. Does President Barack Obama still have a lot to do? Absolutely. We all know that. But in order to continue to go forward and take this country where it needs to be, we need to re-elect him. If we don't, Mitt Romney is going to take us, especially women, back 50 years. And with my mother, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And I have to say, too, that I was never really into politics until Barack Obama started running in 2007, 2008. And I have to say, I became so interested and so involved and so passionate and so excited. I was excited, and I got a lot of the members of my family who had never voted before. We all voted. It wasn't the first time for me, but it was the first time for my husband and a lot of other guys in my family. That was the first time they voted in November 2008. And I remember when he won, we were in our living room. My daughter was 1 1/2, 2 at the time. I had her on my hip, and we were just watching this amazing family on stage and watching our new president And tears were just flowing from my eyes and my husband's eyes, because I have to say, a lot of young people, they think their vote doesn't matter. They think their vote doesn't count. And people have to understand that one of the reasons why President Barack Obama was elected in 2008 was because of the young people, was because of African Americans, women, Latinos, minorities. We showed up in record numbers, and we have to make sure to get our young people excited about voting again this election. Now, I have to say, you guys can go to gottavote.org, which is basically letting people know what their voting rights are in each state. Because I don't know if you know, but they're already putting up voting roadblocks and restrictions, because they know that the turnout is going to be just as big, if not bigger, than it was in 2008. So make sure you tell all the young people and everyone to know their voting rights. Just because you show up and someone says something, that does not mean it's true. Know your rights so that you're prepared, and we need to do everything we can to re-elect President Barack Obama. So thank you guys for having me.
I'm excited about today and about this message. I was a superdelegate for President Obama in that last contest. And I remember talking to him, because I was one of the last ones to come on board. He wanted me to cast the vote for him. And we had an eye-to-eye conversation. And I said, you know, Senator Obama at that time, I said, it's very important to me. Our party has been through a lot. And it's important to me that our party come together, because we cannot afford to not have the Democratic leadership. And I promised him that I would cast my vote for him. He made me a promise. And you know, he's so cool. He kind of said, you know, Mayor, you've seen me. He said, I give you my word that I'm going to unify this party, and that we're going to move forward as a Democratic Party. And I'm going to continue to stand for the issues that I'm campaigning about. And he kept his word. He kept his word. And nothing means more to me than people who keep their word, who are honest, and really believe in the things that he has, when other people, including some women, have not stood up when it came to women's rights. He was there.
Hi everybody, still hanging in there with me? So we are at the Michigan Team Convention, and this is for grassroots organizers and volunteers. So I'm going to go speak here on the importance of the grassroots movement, which was an integral part of Obama's 2008 campaign, and it was really groundbreaking. So I'm here, you guys can follow me along as I go speak. Hi Michigan, I am Reagan Gomez. Now the progress that we've made over the last 3 years was only possible because people like us got active across this state and across this great country. From the President's investment in the American auto industry born right here in Michigan, to reforming student loans for thousands of graduating seniors at universities across the state, to helping put Michigan veterans back to work, you guys have seen the progress that we've achieved. When the President launched his campaign on April 4th, he said that it starts with us. Michigan, it starts with us. It starts with you. We need your help in registering voters with Organizing for America in Michigan. Whether you're interested in registering a Spartan or a Wolverine, high school students in the UP, or members of your faith community in Detroit, Organizing for America in Michigan is committed to working with you to make sure that you can be the change that you seek. For more information, log on to mi.barackobama.com or go to gottaregister.com or gottavote.com. Make sure to send all your friends and your family there too. Now together, we can keep America moving forward. And remember, the best advocate for Organizing for America in Michigan isn't me, it's you.
To introduce our special guest. He's our African American vote director, and he's a wonderful part of our staff, and we're lucky to have him here.
Now, for those of y'all that know me, y'all know the applause don't really roll like that. Fired up? Fired up? Fired up? That's what I'm talking about. See, I don't need applause. See, y'all know we in Michigan, right? And we got some work to do, amen? And man, we know we got a person that's running for governor, and well, he used to be a governor. and he called this place home. He think all our trees the same height and all of that. Well, we know something different. We know we ain't been home in a while. But that's the difference between that other thing over there and this great campaign right here. Is because we had the ability to reach far and wide to get all the support that America can offer for our future. And it's a pleasure for me to be able to bring forth a Detroit native, a homegirl from the D, a daughter of Michigan, Miss Reagan Gomez Preston. She is one of the young actresses and movers and shakers across this country that are speaking up loud and proud for President Obama. And let me just tell you a little bit more about Reagan before she comes up. Now, I know some of us in here watch TV when we're not all organized. And I know you can tell me that. It's okay. I know you're not always organized, and it's all right. But in those few moments, you may remember that great show, The Parenthood. And there was a young child actress at the time by the name of Zaria. Well, that was Miss Reagan Gomez Preston. And now she also is on every Sunday, all right, on Fox, that hilarious political sitcom called The Cleveland Show. And so I'm proud to bring Miss Reagan Gomez to the front to not only just to give some of that homegrown presence, but to really talk about the president's message in a voice that we all know and understand. That regular voice that brings us closer to what this is all about. That hope that we voted for in 2008, the change that we've seen in the last 4 years, and now the forward promise that we'll have in the next 4 years when we re-elect President Obama as President of the United States. So, I know this is Michigan, I know we in Warren, I know this is UAW Region 1, and I want y'all to be loud and proud to bring Miss Reagan Gomez Preston to the front. Are we fired up?
Okay, I've always wanted to do this. Fired up? Again, my name is Reagan Gomez, and I am a proud hometown girl. I was born in Detroit. Both of my parents were born and raised here in Michigan, in Detroit. And I am so proud to be home and to see all of you guys who, like me, want to do everything that you can to re-elect our President, Barack Obama. Yes. Now, grassroots volunteers and organizers were such an important part of his 2008 campaign, and it was very groundbreaking. No other campaign took advantage and saw the importance of starting from the ground up. Grassroots campaigns, as well as social network campaigns, have really changed the game. And now everybody wants in. Now everybody is doing it. It's really amazing. And it's because of you guys that millions of first-time voters cast their first ballot voting for President Barack Obama. And it's because of you guys that the people who haven't voted in years are now excited about politics, and they're excited to re-elect President Barack Obama. I mean, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud to be home. I'm proud that everybody is excited and ready to go and fired up, and I'm doing my part back home in California as well. You know, I just want to make sure that you guys know that it's a make-or-break time for our country. Our president has done so much for this country, for women, for veterans, my brothers in the Navy, for the LGBT community. The economy is just now starting to turn around, and if we want to continue to move forward, as we were talking about, the only way to do that is to re-elect President Barack Obama. Mitt Romney wants to take this country backward. We're not trying to go back. We've seen that movie already. It is time to move forward, and we need to do everything that we can to re-elect President Barack Obama. And when you guys are talking to people on the phone, make sure you let them know that they can go to gottavote.org. I don't know if you guys know, but different states are already putting up voting roadblocks to keep people from voting. So make sure when you talk to people on the phone, tell them to go to gottavote.org so they can know their voting rights in each state. Let them know that when they show up to register or to vote, just because someone says you can't does not mean that they are telling you the truth. make sure people know their rights, and make sure people are prepared. So again, thank you guys so much for having me home, and let's do everything we can to re-elect President Barack Obama.
Hi guys, it's me again. Thank you for following me. So we are here at a hair salon, and I'm basically going to talk to the ladies up in there, see what they're getting done to their hair, and make sure everyone is registered and make sure that everyone is going to be voting for President Obama. So I'll see you in a minute.
Re-elect President Obama. I know we got a lot of Obama supporters in here in the shop, and we brought our campaign surrogate with us, Miss Reagan Preston. You may remember her from the Parenthood back in the day as Zaria. Now she's the voice, one of the voices on the Cleveland Show and a bunch of other shows in syndication and movies right now. So Reagan's come to register folks to vote, get us pumped up about the president. As you see, this is one of our Obama shops.
That's
You see Miss Kia J right here, right now, with her Women for Obama button on. So she's going to say, hey.
Well, hi guys. A lot of people don't know I'm from Detroit. I was born here. Both my parents are born and raised here. My mom went to Cass, so I have Detroit roots. And I'm basically here, like you said, to support President Obama in the re-election campaign. We did a women's brunch earlier today. We just came from a grassroots, meeting for the grassroots organizers. So I'm stopping here to see if anybody needs to register to vote. If you have any questions about registering to vote, you have any questions about the campaign, and just to say hi. See what you guys getting done to your hair and stuff. So, you know, hi, how you doing? Hi, I'm ready. Good to Michigan, you know, with the auto industry. We still have a lot to do, definitely. He's been very good to women. He's been very good to a lot of people. The country and the economy is turning around, so I want to make sure that everybody that I come across with, you know, is definitely on board for re-electing him. So if you guys have any questions about voting, registering to vote, about the election campaign, we can definitely answer those questions for you.
I've been a Republican for life.
Just kidding. Oh, okay. I was about to say. I was going to give you love anyway.
Totally Obama.
Okay, all right.
No
Okay, because I was about to. Okay.
I know, no question.
Hi, everybody. Hi, how y'all doing today? How you guys doing?
Everybody like your hair.
Let me be captain for a minute. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I want to say hello for the Obama campaign. My name is Brandon. I'm the African American Vote Outreach Director here in the state. I brought a wonderful surrogate with us from Detroit, all the way from California, Miss Reagan Gomez.
I'm from Detroit.
Yes. So Reagan, welcome to Salon Teak right here in Southfield.
I love it. Everybody getting dressed up, getting the hair done.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
We got some right here. All right. So what Reagan is ladies. So what Reagan is here to talk about is give a quick message about the importance of registering to vote. All right, and also she's got some good tidbits about some of the roadblocks Republicans are putting up to make sure that we don't vote this year. All right, because this year is very important. We got to have Michigan. All right, and African Americans, we are the swing in this whole election operation. It's 1.4 million African Americans in this state that are registered to vote. But if we don't turn out, we don't need another Rick Snyder running Washington, D.C. Amen? Amen. All right, so Reagan, take it away.
Basically, I'm just here, like I said, I am from Detroit. Both my parents were born and raised in Detroit. How you doing? And I'm just here to make sure that everybody is excited about the re-election campaign. If you you guys have any questions about registering the vote, we can answer those questions for you. If anyone here is not registered, we can register you here. Like I said, if you have any questions about the re-election campaign, we are here to answer your questions. You know, so we just want to make sure everybody is excited and ready to re-elect our president this coming fall. Well, there you go. That's all we need. That's why I'm here.
Right, that's what we're here about. That's all right.
We had a couple of Republicans in here yesterday. I invited them back today.
We was having a really strong
Yeah, we said
But you know, you can get
She
the
goes
real,
to
you know.
Howard. She's my client, and we were having a strong.
You know, you get the real and the beauty salon and the body house now.
So what was you talking
That's
about?
not voting for Romney.
No, she didn't say she was going to vote for Romney. She just said that she didn't know. She said she didn't know for sure if she was going to vote for Romney, but she wasn't voting for Obama. That's why she
supports gay marriage. Just came out of the city.
But that's how we do
I'm not. I'm very firm. I've been a voter since I was 18. My mother don't play. You don't vote, you don't live in her house.
And a big thing too is that we need to get young people excited about voting. This is my husband right here, and in the last election, he voted for the first time, and a lot of black men in my family who had never voted before, and young people voted for the first time in the last election. Because I don't know if you know, but a lot of young people feel like their vote doesn't count. Especially the guys, they feel like their vote does not count. So the fact that he actually won, they got to see my vote does count. So we have to get young people excited about this election. You know,
I think what the issue is, like with this election, a lot of people came out to vote last time, and they were excited about voting as young people, excited because we were going to have the first black president. And I'm thinking now that they're putting so much negative information out here, where they're feeling like Obama really didn't do much. So if you don't follow politics and you don't follow
there's a lot of misinformation and people don't know the facts. So, you know, it's our job to make sure that people are aware of the facts. And you can go to mi.barackobama.com. You know, like I said, there's other states are putting up a bunch of roadblocks to keep people from voting. If you want to know your voting rights, you can go to gottavote.org and make sure you know. Because if you show up there to vote and someone is saying you need this and you really don't, you know, you have to be prepared and you have to know what you're doing. So, you know, just spread the information.
Hey, you know what?
That's right.
No, seriously, you're in the right place.
Thank you.
If you ask around, people know us. We've been around for a very long time.
Now, see, I was here campaigning for Obama, and look what happened. I'm getting
See,
so
you're from Detroit, Reagan. You remember Priya's House of Beauty?
I sure will.
Oh, so
Say
we're
it
all
on
from
the
Priya's.
camera.
We're original Priya's.
Say it on the camera.
We're original Priya's House of Beauty. We went from Torian's, and now we're Salon Tea. Yes.
Thank you. So look at this. I went into Salon Teak beauty shop in Southfield to campaign for Obama and make sure everybody was registered and all that. And I got some fresh curls in my hair. You know, I'm a multitasker. Go on to the next one. Bye. Hi everybody, it's me again with my fresh curls. So this is the last event that I'm doing here, and this is the launch for Latinos for Obama in Michigan. So we're gonna go in and you're gonna see me talk again, and then I'll be headed home.
Roberta, and we know Roberta will go off on you in a minute. Now, I promise y'all that Reagan would not go off on us in a minute. However, what she will do, she will give us the energy and the pep that we need as we launch our Latino program, but also the pep that we need to talk about the voting and the importance of making sure we turn out for President Obama. Fired up? Yeah. Fired up? Yeah. All right, Ms. Reagan, let's hear from her.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I am from Detroit. Both of my parents were born and raised in Detroit. My mother is Afro-Puerto Rican, so I'm very honored to be here talking to you guys. I'm basically here back in Detroit, just letting people know the importance of the upcoming election. what happened with the auto bailout. We remember what Mitt Romney said. He said, let Detroit go bankrupt. And thankfully, President Barack Obama did not agree with that. And because of him, the auto industry has been saved, and GM is back to being the #1 car company. And that is the kind of president that we have. And if we want our country to continue to move forward, we have to do everything in our power to re-elect President Barack Obama. And it's not just about voting. We have to make sure that we volunteer. We have to make sure that we get all of the correct information out to people, because there's a lot of misinformation. People are telling a lot of lies. So we have to make sure that everyone has the correct information. And I want to make sure, too, that you guys know you can go to gottavote.org, because all around the country, states are putting up voting roadblocks. So go to gottavote.org so you can know your rights when it comes to voting. They're trying to keep us away from the polls because they know how much we turned out in 2008. And it's because of Latinos. It's because of the youth vote. It's because of African Americans. We showed up in record numbers in 2008. And they're trying to keep us away this time, and we cannot let that happen. Again, thank you so much for letting me be here. And like I said, if we want to keep the economy moving forward, we have to re-elect President Barack Obama. Because you have to remember, too, people forget where we've come from. When he came into office, we were losing 750,000 jobs a month. People forget very easily. And now we've had 26 straight months of job growth. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. We have to help him out with that. So you guys make sure you go out and volunteer. I want to thank everybody for having me here. And I'm fired up and ready to go.
So I'm finally done with all of my events and I'm on my way home. Thank you guys so much for following me, a day in the life of campaigning for the president. Hope you guys are as excited about this election as I am. And you guys can go to gottavote.org because you know they're putting up voting restrictions in each state, so you can go to gottavote.org to find out what your voting rights are. Thank you for following me. I'm on my way home to see my babies. I had some Popeye's chicken, so I'm good and ready for this plane ride. So, thank you guys again. Bye.